So we are waiting for a major announcement from real estate mogul Donald Trump that's set to take place at the Trump Tower here in New York City, just a few blocks from here and less than 20 minutes from now. Plenty of speculation that his speech could reveal his plans for 2016 in connection with this event. Trump will also be disclosing a report that details a summary of his financial assets, which he will reportedly claim gets up to $9 billion. And he says, but that doesn't include anything from overseas, according to these numbers. Tom Sullivan is the host of The Tom Sullivan Show on Fox News Radio. Leslie Marshall is syndicated radio talk show host and a Fox News contributor. Welcome to both of you. Well, you see the podium. You see the American flags behind it. It certainly looks like a presidential announcement. So, Tom, let me go to you first. Do you think that's what it is? And do you believe the $9 billion number?
Well, look, $9 billion. Forbes says it's $4 billion. I don't know, and does it really matter when you're, between billions, between friends? But I will, since Donald does everything big, I will bet you a large lunch at a drive-up window that he is going to not announce that he's running for president. He will do some sort of exploratory committee, but I seriously doubt that he's going to throw his hat into the ring.
Yeah, you may be right about that. We may hear that it's an exploratory committee, and we'll see if he decides to run. Leslie, what do you think? I mean, do you think, he's got some pretty decent numbers. We're going to show him in a moment.
I agree with him on this. I don't think this would be big enough fanfare. I think this is going to be a tease. And Donald Trump has done it before. He's teased well with many things, whether it's a reality show or a bid for a presidential run, or I have some information on this, and then we don't hear the information. So I agree with Tom. I think this is going to be a bit of a tease and an announcement of exploring the option of running, and not the big reveal.
And Martha,
because he has to raise some money.
Well, this
he's got to leave the PAC door open to raise some money.
This goes back to my days in California, where Arnold Schwarzenegger came out and said, I'm going to run for governor, and I'm wealthy, so I can't be bought. But then people were surprised because he said, I need you to contribute to my campaign. Just because you're wealthy doesn't mean you're going to spend your money on your campaign. So, yes, he will raise money. Yeah. But the other part about this, you said his numbers are good. Real Clear Politics has him like number 9 on the list of Republican candidates. But 538, with Nate Silver's group that does all the analytical stuff, says that he has the lowest, he has a very high name recognition, but he has the lowest likability of any candidate in over 100 years, going back to presidential candidates, according to Nate Silver.
Let's put those numbers up that Tom just referred to. These are the top 10 as they stand right now, and you've got Jeb Bush, Scott Walker, and Marco Rubio essentially tied, Ben Carson, and then Mike Huckabee, and then you see the bottom of the top 5, Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, Chris Christie. Donald Trump is higher than Rick Perry. He's higher than some other former governors of states. He has every right to do this, Leslie. I mean, it's a democracy. Anybody can run who wants to run. He's a very prominent person who's done a lot of business, obviously, over the course of his life, and he has every right to throw his name in there, does he not?
Oh, of course, anybody has the right to run for president. And Donald Trump does have a couple of things going for him that help you if you're going to run for any political position. One is name recognition. He has that. 2 is money. He has that whether he gets more money or not. Here are a couple of problems he does have, though. And this is not California. Look what happened here. We had somebody with no experience, the Austrian Terminator who became our governor, and let's look what happened after that. Please learn from California, folks. But Donald Trump has personal issues in the past, adultery, several marriages. Secondly, he has no experience. He may love the military and the vets and says that he can, get rid of ISIS. I'm sure the Pentagon chuckles and is looking forward to heing that plan.
I mean, obviously,
he says he could create jobs, but where's the plan to do that as well?
Extramarital relationships do not keep people out of the White House. We've seen that quite clearly in the not so recent past. So, I mean, that is not a deal breaker. You know what? The thing is, though, Tom, when he gets up there and he talks about stuff, people respond. We've seen him at these national conventions, and he's getting to the heart of the matter. He's like, you know what? America can be strong again. We don't have to put up with this. We don't have to be number 10. We don't have to be number 12 when it comes to, how our students are doing or how we're doing economically. And that message, Tom, it does resonate with people. They like it.
It does. And his followers are very passionate about him. There's no question about it. I just don't think that group is as large as maybe he thinks it is. But what it really is a reflection of, and especially after yesterday and this weekend, a lot of people are tired of the institutional candidates, the Clintons and the Bushes. They want somebody new. They like the brash talk of Donald Trump a lot. I just don't think he's going to throw his hat all the way into the ring. And again, he does have high name recognition, but his likability is very low when it comes to the surveys of candidates out there.
Lots of mixed messages. Apparently, among the music being played there is the song Dream On. So we will see if that is sending any kind of message about what we're going to hear in just a few minutes.